Hey, this is Noogie from GuardianTalesGuides.com, and we're going to do Earth vs. Gast. So this is on my preset. All the little accessories are MLB'd except for the lead. Lead isn't even MLB'd, actually. She's still at 81, but she got skill cards. Relics are for crit. Motherships are meh. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, so let's just get straight into it. So first and foremost, Gast is all about positioning, right? With Tinia, you're always going to have lead, even in the beginning of the fight. So you want to bring her down to the bottom left corner. You always want to stay, you want to essentially end up in the bottom left corner, but you don't want to be directly in it while you're standing, like fighting him. The whole premise of it is to kind of get him over there, your teammates on the other side, and just kind of set him in place. Now, after this is done, he's going to do the ice ball thing. You just kind of go back and forth on it. You hit him again, you just kind of go back down there. Now you go to Veronica to make sure she gives you the buff. Do all your stuff, and then when you're done, you try to get back into the bottom left because you want him staying there. The only thing that can really mess things up is if his lunge actually interrupts your special. That could be kind of catastrophic, but for the most part, it's pretty easy. 15 mil on this team is really good. In fact, that's like the best run I had while doing this. But either way, you should be doing pretty decent. If you you saw how we just kept him in place the whole time. I mean, that's the way you want the fight to go. So on this, let's see, we're going to do the same thing. Get him over in the bottom left. First two specialists should line up pretty easily. Now he's kind of crowding it, which is a little weird, which actually got me in a slight bit of trouble. But you see how I go over next to Veronica to pick up that buff. And then I just go right back up because he's going to do the ice ball thing. Back and forth. Now, I don't have a lot of room to work with here, which wasn't very good. So I almost died there, which would have been pretty great for a tutorial, but whatever. So the thing is, we got so much passive healing. It's not that huge of a concern. But when Veronica's buff goes off, we're over there. And then we try to get back down in the bottom left so our team never moves. So that's a solid run, though. But the main thing is, Gast just stays in place. You control him. And so long as you're timing everything properly, the run should go pretty smooth. And don't die off those snowballs like I almost did. We'll do one more run real quick. I'll kind of explain some of the intricacies, right? Like some of the important stuff, hedge cases. So if you use Mayrail lead, she's going to have a hard time getting aggro right off the bat because Tinia will just take it. She's got that 25% speed boost, so she will definitely hit more than Mayrail right off the bat. After the first chain, Mayrail will have it, but that's why Tinia lead is better. Now, if you just saw a second ago, when I back up into the bottom left corner, I always do so a little bit outside of the bottom left corner because in some weird circumstances, he can trap you down there. And then he'll cast something on you, and then you'll be trapped in place while he casts that on you, and you will die. So you don't want to do that. That sucks. So I always give like a little buffer when I'm down south in that bottom left corner. You only really have to deal with it in this fight right at the beginning. And if you watch the video again, you'll see what I'm talking about. But because he's not going to do this second special. He's not going to do the little twirly beam thing. But I mean, that's basically it. When you use Mayrail lead, if you choose to, all the timing's the same. But what can happen is he can like lunge weirdly towards Tinia. So, and in those situations, it's kind of rough. But nonetheless, if you like the video, subscribe, please. Otherwise, just kick ass and do some damage. Adios.